Talia Isla here, how you going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about stretch marks, dry skin and hair loss. These are something that most women experience, and today I want to share my top 5 tips with you to help you on your own journey. So the first tip I have is about stretch marks. Often I get asked, where do I find them? Where do I need to be supporting my body, and how do I support my body for stretch marks? My answer to that is you often will find them in the stretching areas. So typically around the hips, the thighs, the stomach and the breast area, the areas that stretch while you are pregnant. Now this is actually different for everybody. We all carry different. So what I advise is grab a stretch mark oil and give your body a whole body lathering, a whole body moisturize. And this is going to support your skin in general, but it's also going to get all the areas that potentially could be prone to stretch marks. Alternatively, you can be doing those main areas and just see how your skin is going. Dry skin and stretch marks are very linked. So if you're finding that your skin is getting dry, that is probably going to be the more prone areas to stretch marks. So my first tip is to do a full body moisturize when you're trying to support and identify those stretch mark zones. Tip number 2, when we choose an oil to support or a moisturizer to support our body, to lather on our skin, make sure you're reading the labels, identifying any chemicals, petroleum-based products, chemicals that could cause havoc on the body, dangerous to the body or dangerous to you and your baby. So I very much advise not to be using anything petroleum-based and start reading your labels. I will put down below an article that I wrote in my blog that talks about reasons and chemicals and ingredients to avoid while pregnant in your stretch mark oil. You can, however, and this is what I personally did, make my own stretch mark oil, which is really, really supportive for the body, and I will share that down below with you also, so check that one out. Tip number 3. Your dry skin, your itching areas will also be supported with your stretch mark solution, moisturizer, whatever you choose. You can get very dry, flaky skin as it stretches, so you will find that you will need to apply more often in those areas. But know that by using a moisturizer or an oil in those areas, it will support not only the dry skin, but the stretch mark side of things as well. So tip number 3 is support your dry skin areas, and you'll also be supporting those stretch mark prone zones as well. Tip number 4 is about hair loss. Hair loss is completely normal for women. In fact, it's just part of the body's hormonal process. You go through a hair loss, hair regrowth period, and that is completely normal. My one tip around that is start early. Start supporting your hair early. Coconut oil is amazing for hair thickness and hair growth, and adding some rosemary essential oil in there is really, really supportive as well. But I will have a full cheat sheet, checklist of ideas that you can be doing to support stretch marks, dry skin and hair loss. So if you want to download that, it's totally free, and I'll have even more tips and different essential oils you can be using to support hair growth. But rosemary essential oil is an amazing one, and you can be adding that to your shampoo, to your hair treatments, running it through your hair after you've finished washing it, before you dry it, things like that. So the 5th tip I have for you is think about what you're washing your hair with. Are you using a natural shampoo or a natural conditioner? Think about the chemicals you're exposing your hair to. Is it healthy? Is it brittle? Is it being well looked after? So that's my 5th tip. So just to recap on that, we have those 5 tips. So for stretch marks, think about where those stretch mark zones are, and if you can, do a full body moisturizer. Number 2, choose natural options. Make sure that you're nourishing your body with chemical-free products. Number 3 is your dry skin area will also be your stretch mark area. So know that you are supporting your body in that way by doing both of those. Number 4 is to think about how you are looking after your hair before you even move into that pregnancy and motherhood journey. So be doing those treatments. Often use something like coconut oil or rosemary essential oil. They will really be supportive for your hair. And then of course the 5th tip is to use a natural shampoo and conditioner. This is going to really help support your hair. It's going to take the toxins out. It's going to take the pressure off your scalp and really start to set your hair up for the best process possible. Hair loss is normal, so you will experience that, but you may be able to reduce or support that process in some way. So hopefully these tips have been of support and help for you today. And if you would like to grab the free download, you can do. I will put the link down below, and then you can get the whole checklist of tips on stretch marks, dry skin and hair loss. So hopefully you've been enjoying our videos. If you'd like to subscribe, feel free to do that too, and we will see you next time. Take care. Bye for now.